In the small, isolated town of Willowbrook, nestled deep within the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest, a chilling and harrowing tale unfolded. For decades, the town had been plagued by an eerie legend of mutants who roamed the woods, lurking in the shadows, and preying on unsuspecting travelers. The townsfolk whispered about a secret government laboratory hidden deep within the forest. According to the legend, this lab had conducted horrifying experiments on animals and humans, creating grotesque mutations that now haunted the area. These mutants were said to possess unnatural strength, heightened senses, and an insatiable thirst for blood. One fateful night, a group of adventurous teenagers decided to venture into the forbidden woods to uncover the truth behind the legends. Armed with flashlights and a burning curiosity, they pushed deeper into the forest, their nerves on edge. The dense canopy above blocked out the moonlight, casting an eerie darkness over the woods. As they ventured further, the air grew colder, and strange guttural sounds echoed through the trees. Shadows danced in the corner of their vision, and an overwhelming feeling of dread settled over them. They couldn't help but feel like they were being watched. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the night. One of the teenagers had vanished. Panic set in as they frantically searched for their friend, their flashlights trembling in their hands. A sense of dread washed over them as they stumbled upon a clearing bathed in an otherworldly bluish light. In the clearing, they saw grotesque figures, neither fully human nor animal. These mutants were horrifically deformed, with twisted limbs and glowing, malevolent eyes. They moved with unnatural speed, closing in on the terrified group. Desperation took hold as the teenagers fought to escape, but the mutants were relentless. One by one, they fell victim to the monstrous creatures, their screams echoing through the forest. The remaining survivors fled in terror, leaving behind their friends and any hope of understanding the truth behind the legends. To this day, Willowbrook remains a town shrouded in fear and mystery. The mutants in the woods are said to still roam, forever hunting for their next victims. The legend serves as a grim warning to those who dare to enter the depths of the Pacific Northwest forests, a place where the line between reality and nightmare blurs, and where the horrors of genetic experimentation continue to haunt the living. The legend of the mutants in Willowbrook grew darker with each passing year, and the town became synonymous with terror. Outsiders avoided the area at all costs, and those who lived nearby kept their windows tightly shut at night, fearing the mutants would emerge from the forest and descend upon their homes. One particularly chilling aspect of the legend was the notion that the mutants had a leader, a malevolent figure known as the Alpha Mutant. It was said that this creature possessed intelligence far beyond that of the others, a cunning mind that enabled it to orchestrate attacks on unsuspecting victims. Over time, the government's involvement in the town's dark history began to surface. Whispers of a government cover-up circulated, suggesting that the laboratory had not only created the mutants, but had also used them for covert operations. Some claimed that the Alpha Mutant was a product of this experimentation, a living weapon designed to carry out sinister tasks. The town's population dwindled as fear and paranoia spread. Residents barricaded themselves in their homes, rarely venturing outside after dark. The few who dared to investigate the government's involvement mysteriously disappeared, their fates sealed in the shadows of the forest. One fateful night, a determined investigative journalist arrived in Willowbrook, determined to uncover the truth. Armed with an arsenal of high-tech equipment, the journalist set out to document the mutants and their possible connection to the government. They believed that exposing the horrors of Willowbrook would finally bring an end to the reign of terror. As the journalist ventured deeper into the forest, they discovered a hidden underground bunker, a remnant of the government's presence in the area. Inside, they found documents, recordings, and photographs that revealed the horrifying extent of the experiments conducted on both humans and animals. The mutants were indeed created by the government, and the Alpha Mutant was real. But their discovery came at a terrible cost. The Alpha Mutant had been alerted to their presence and was closing in. In a tense and heart-pounding showdown, The journalist faced off against the malevolent leader of the mutants. The alpha mutant was a grotesque, nightmarish creature with a twisted, inhuman form. Though the journalist fought valiantly, they were ultimately overwhelmed by the alpha mutant's raw power and cunning. The last thing they saw before their demise was the creature's sinister, glowing eyes. The journalist's disappearance sent shockwaves through the media, and the government's involvement in Willowbrook remained a well-guarded secret. The mutants continued to haunt the forest, their legend growing darker with each passing year. Willowbrook became a ghost town, a place where the mutants ruled unchallenged, and the truth remained buried in the shadows.